students, good morning. Welcome back to Crash King online class. In today's session, we'll discuss about the topic that is about the downstream and the upstream. Okay. See, next we are going to solve the problems related to the downstream as well as the upstream. Okay. So, what is this? Downstream means what? Upstream means what? See, here I will consider river boat situation. I will consider. Okay. Here in this case, I will consider river boat situation. Okay. So, I will consider river boat situation. River and boat situation. Okay. By taking the example of river and boat, I will explain this concept. Okay. Downstream and upstream. Okay. So, first I will consider, before going to the river boat situation, first I will consider lake. Okay. So, first I will consider lake. Okay. See, lake means water. It is one of the closed. It has one boundary. Isn't it a closed boundary? Okay. So, also this is the water in the lake. Okay. See, we know that the water in a lake, it doesn't have movement, isn't it? So it is a still water, right? The water in the lake is a still water, right? So here we will be having still water. In a lake we will have still water, okay? So what is the meaning of still water? Still water means the speed of the water is equal to 0, right? Okay? So here speed is equal to 0, okay? Here speed of the water will be equal to 0. There is no movement of water, right? Okay. So now I will consider one boat. Okay? So I will consider one boat. Okay? Yes. See, this boat which doesn't show the movement unless we start the engine or unless we row, isn't it? Because there is no movement in the water, so therefore if I take one boat, that boat will never show any movement, isn't it? Unless we start the engine, isn't it? Okay. So now if I start the engine, that boat can show some movement, isn't it? Okay. So if suppose I'll consider, let x kilometer per hour be the speed of the boat I will consider. Understood now? X kilometer per hour, this is its own speed, isn't it? X kilometer per hour be the own speed of the boat. Okay, yes. So now in this situation, we can say this x kilometer per hour be the speed of the boat in still water, right? Okay, so this is one situation. Okay, clear, right? This is one situation. Okay, about the lake. Lake means you have to remember there is no movement of water. Speed of the water is equal to 0 in the case of lake. Here we have still water, right? Okay, so only in the case of still water we can have the speed of the boat, that is its own speed of the boat. Understood now? Okay, so here boat will never show any movement unless we start the engine, right? Okay, so this is one situation. Okay, so now I'll consider, now in the second case I'll consider a river. In the second case I'll consider a river. Okay, yes. River means what? You have the movement of water, right? Okay, so here, if suppose this is a river, so here we will be having some movement of water and the water will move in one particular direction, right? Okay, so here water moving in this direction means towards the right side, right? Okay, since there is a movement of water or stream, you will be having one particular speed of water, right? Okay, so I will consider let y kilometer I will consider, because x kilometer we are already considered it for boat. So therefore I will consider let y kilometer per hour be the speed of the stream or speed of the current, we can say, right? Okay, so here water moving with one particular speed. Okay, that speed I will consider it as y kilometer per hour. Okay, yes. So here I will consider. Okay, next now I will consider one boat. Now again I will consider one boat. Okay, so if suppose this is your boat. If suppose this is your boat, okay, see, now, if it does not start the engine of this boat can show the movement. Why? Because your stream has some movement, isn't it? Okay, so the stream which can start the movement of this boat, isn't it? That stream will helps to that stream will help to the movement of this boat, isn't it? If it does not start the engine. If I start the engine, the boat will get its own speed, isn't it? That boat has its own speed. That is already considered as x kilometer per hour, isn't it? So therefore, for the boat, I'll consider x kilometer per hour be its own speed of the boat. Okay. So here, this boat which moving towards the direction of this boat, towards the direction of a stream, isn't it? Here stream is moving towards the right direction. Boat is also moving towards the right direction. Okay. So now, this situation is called downstream. Okay, so what is the meaning of downstream? Okay, downstream is nothing but the boat moves in the direction of the stream. Here stream is also moving towards the right side. Again, boat is also moving towards the right side. So both are moving towards the same direction, isn't it? Okay, so this situation is called downstream. Okay, so students, you have to remember, in a downstream, the speed of the boat will get increased by the speed of the stream, because both are moving towards the same direction, isn't it? So therefore, the speed will increase. Okay, the speed will increase by the speed of the stream, right? Okay, so therefore, here I consider let x kilometer per hour be the speed of the boat. Let x kilometer per hour be the speed of the boat in still water. Means it's the own speed. Okay. Next and y kilometer per hour be the speed of the stream. Be the speed of the stream. Okay. Let y kilometer per hour be the speed of the stream. Okay. Yes. So now I'll explain about the downstream and the upstream. Okay. So first I'll explain about the downstream. Okay. So what is the meaning of downstream? Okay, yes. Downstream means if boat moves in the direction of a river, then the situation is called downstream. Then the situation is called downstream. Understood now? Okay. So what is the meaning of downstream here? Downstream means boat, the movement of boat and the movement of river in the same direction. Okay, if the boat moves in the direction of river, river, then the situation is called downstream. Then the situation is called downstream. Okay. So what about the speed in the downstream? So in the case of downstream, the speed will become increased. Isn't it? The speed of the boat will get increased by the speed of river. Isn't it? So therefore, you will be having x plus y kilometer per hour. The speed of the boat. In the case, it will be the speed in the downstream. Understood now? Okay. For downstream, what will be the speed? The speed of the boat will get increased and that is equal to x plus y. Okay. So now I will consider upstream. Okay. Upstream. So what is this upstream? Okay. So again I will consider that boat. The second case I will consider this is a boat. Okay. So here the boat is moving towards the opposite direction. River moving towards the right direction, but this boat is moving towards the opposite direction, means towards the left side. This is the upstream. Okay. So now can you observe here the direction of movement of the stream and the direction of movement of the boat are different here, opposite, exact opposite to each other. Yes. So this situation is called upstream. Okay. So what is the meaning of upstream? Okay. So if boat moves in the opposite direction of river, if boat moves in the opposite direction of river, if boat moves in the opposite direction of river, then the situation is called upstream. Okay, then the situation is called upstream. Okay, so here what happens about this speed? See, the speed of the boat is decreased here. Why it will decrease? Because the movement of the stream will disturb here. The movement of the speed will disturb to the speed of this boat. Isn't it? Because both are in the opposite direction. Both are in the opposite direction. So therefore, the speed of the boat will decrease by the speed of stream. Understood now? Okay. So therefore, what will happen here about the speed? Okay. So therefore, the speed, this value of speed, okay, it will get decreased. So therefore, the value of speed will become x minus y kilometer per hour. Okay. In the case of downstream, x plus y, because both are moving in the same direction, the speed will increase. But in the case of upstream, the both are moving in the opposite direction. So therefore, the speed will decrease, right? X minus y, the speed will decrease, right? Okay. So therefore, you just remember this speed x plus y for downstream, x minus y for upstream. Okay. And downstream means both are moving in the same direction of stream and the direction of boat. Both are in the same direction. Upstream means direction of stream and the direction of boat in opposite, exact opposite. Okay. So this is the meaning of downstream and upstream. Okay. So next we will solve the problems related to downstream and upstream. This is a very important concept. We will be having 4 marks question. Okay. So this is definite question, important. Okay. So next we will solve the problems. So next we will solve some problems related to the upstream as well as downstream. Okay. Ritu can row. Ritu can row downstream 20 kilometer in in 2 hours. Find the speed of rowing in still water and the speed of the current. The speed of the current. Okay, this is the problem. Okay, important problem. Okay, so we'll see now what they have given in the question. Okay, so Ritu can row downstream 20 kilometer in 2 hours. Okay, so here they have given two concepts. So first one is about downstream. So downstream, what is the distance of the downstream? That is 20 kilometer given. And what about the timings? The timings is 2 hours given. Okay, this is one situation. Okay, and upstream is another situation. 4 kilometer. What is the distance covered for upstream? That is 4 kilometer in 2 hours. Timings. What about the time here? Time is equal to 2 hours given. Okay. Find the speed of rowing in still water means speed of boat you have to find. Means the boat has its own speed, isn't it? Okay, so that speed value you have to calculate here. Find the speed of rowing in still water means speed of the boat in a still water you have to find. Okay, next, and the speed of the current. Speed of the current means the speed of the stream you have to find. Stream means it's moving, isn't it? It has some particular speed, isn't it? That speed you have to find. Speed of the current means speed of the stream. Okay, yes. So solution, first we'll see the solution. Listen carefully, important question this is. Okay, so very important question. Listen carefully. Okay, see here, there are two questions. First you have to find the speed of rowing in still water. That means speed of the boat you have to find. So I will consider let x kilometer per hour. Why I consider kilometer per hour? Distance given in kilometer, time given in hours. So therefore I consider x kilometer per hour. Okay, x kilometer per hour be the speed of boat in still water. Okay, be the speed of boat in still water. Okay, so in still water. Okay, next another question what you have to find? Find the speed of the current you have to find. So I will consider let y kilometer per hour be the speed of current or stream. Okay, current or stream both are same. Okay, let y kilometer per hour be the speed of current or stream. Okay, yes. So here I'll make two columns. Okay, I'll make two columns. So first one is for downstream. First one is for downstream because you have two cases here. So therefore first one is for downstream and the second one is for upstream. Okay, second one is for upstream. Okay, so first one downstream and second one upstream. Okay, yes. So first for the downstream, first I'll write the value of speed. Okay, see students, downstream means what? Once again recall, boat and the stream both are moving in the same direction. So therefore once you recall here, speed of the boat is x, speed of the stream is y. So since both are moving in the same direction, its speed will get increased. So therefore in the case of downstream, our speed is nothing but x plus y kilometer per hour. Isn't it? I considered for the downstream speed will be equal to x plus y kilometer per hour. Okay, yes. So next for the downstream 20 kilometer given. So what is this 20 kilometer? By looking at the unit you have to decide what is this. Okay, 20 kilometer means it is a distance. Okay, so therefore distance value is equal to 20 kilometer. Okay, also given here and okay, in 2 hours given. What is this 2 hours? Means time. Okay, 2 hours means time. So therefore t is equal to 2 hours. Okay, yes. See students, what is the relationship between speed, distance and time? Okay, so we know that speed is equal to distance by time, isn't it? Okay, so speed value, what is the value of speed here? Speed is equal to x plus y equal to distance value. What is the value of distance? Distance is equal to 20. Time is equal to how much? 2. So therefore shall I cancel? 2 ones are 2, 2 tens are 20. Yes. So therefore your equation is x plus y equal to 10. So I will consider it as equation number 1. Okay. Yes. By the same way we'll do for upstream. Okay. Upstream means what? Here boat and stream are moving in opposite direction, isn't it? So therefore the speed of the boat will get reduced by the speed of stream, right? So therefore can you say what is the speed value for upstream? Okay, for the upstream the speed will get decreased. So therefore you will be having x minus y kilometer per hour. Okay, for upstream speed is equal to x minus y, for downstream speed is equal to x plus y. Okay, yes. So by the same way distance value, okay, so you see the question once upstream 4 kilometer. So therefore what is this 4 kilometer? 4 kilometer means this is the value of distance. Okay, so also they were given the value of time, isn't it? 4 kilometer in 2 hours given. So therefore what is the value of time? Time is equal to 2 hours. Okay, yes. So now again we'll see the relationship between speed, distance, time. So we know that speed is equal to distance by time. Okay, speed value, what is the value of speed here? Speed is equal to x minus y. Distance value, what is the value of distance? 4. Time is equal to how much? 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4 you will get. So therefore your equation will become x minus y is equal to 2. Okay, see students, so here you will be having two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. Okay, so therefore this is a pair of linear equation in 2 variables, isn't it? So therefore either you have to here elimination method. I will do elimination method. Okay, so while you are performing the elimination method, the first term must be same, isn't it? So can you observe here in both the equation the first term values are same here? Yes. So therefore either you can do equation 1 minus 2 or you can do equation 2 minus 1. Okay, so I will do here equation 1 minus 2. I will do here equation 1 minus 2. Okay, so first write equation number 1. What is your equation number 1 here? X plus y is equal to 10. This is your equation number 1, isn't it? Next equation number 2. What is your equation number 2? X minus y is equal to how much? 2. X minus y is equal to 2. Okay, now we'll change the sign. Plus x and minus x will get cancelled. Plus y will become 2y. 10 minus 2 will become 8. So therefore y value is nothing but 8 by 2. Okay, so therefore 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. So therefore what is the value of y here? Y is equal to 4. Okay, yes. So now I'll find out the value of x. So therefore I'll refer equation number 1. What about your equation number 1? X plus y is equal equal to 10. X, y value how much here? 4 is equal to 10. Shift this 4 to the right hand side so that we get 10 minus 4. So 10 minus 4 equal to how much? 6. So therefore the value of x is equal to 6. The value of y is equal to 4. Right? Okay. So here x and y means what? X means the speed of the boat in still water and y means what? Speed of current. Okay. So therefore final conclusion I will write here. Therefore speed of boat in still water, speed of boat in still water is equal to actually x, but here x is equal to how much? 6. So therefore 6 kilometer per hour. Okay. So speed of the boat in still water will be equal to 6 kilometer per hour. Also speed of current. Speed of current equal to how much? Speed of current is nothing but y. But what is the value of y here? Y is equal to 4. So it will become 4 kilometer per hour. Okay. So therefore speed of boat is equal to 6 kilometer per hour. Speed of current is equal to 4 kilometer per hour. Okay. This is the solution. Okay. Important problem. Write and practice. So next question I will consider. A boat goes 30 kilometer upstream and 44 kilometer downstream in 10 hours. In 13 hours, it can go 40 kilometer upstream and 40 kilometer upstream and 55 kilometer downstream. 55 kilometer downstream. Determine the speed of the stream and that of the boat in still water. Okay, this is the question actually. Okay, yes. Now, see here, we'll see the question once. See, actually in the question given here, a boat goes 30 kilometer upstream and 44 kilometer downstream. Okay, so here what is the distance for upstream given? That is 30 kilometer, and what is the distance for downstream? That is 44 kilometer in 10 hours. Okay, so what is this 10 hours? This 10 hours is nothing but the total time taken by the boat for upstream as well as downstream. Understood now? Okay, so this 10 hour is nothing but total time taken by the boat for both upstream as well as for downstream. Okay, yes. So this is the one case. Okay, so next case will start in 13 hours. In 13 hours, it can go 40 kilometer upstream. In the second case, what is the distance for upstream? That is 40 kilometer and 55 kilometer downstream. Okay, what is the distance for downstream? That is 55 kilometer. Then what is this 13 hours? This 13 hours is nothing but the total time in the second case. Okay, total time for the downstream and upstream in the second case. Okay, determine the speed of the stream, okay, and that of the boat in still water, means the speed of the boat and the speed of the stream you have to find. Okay, yes. So solution, first I'll see the solution. Here actually you have to calculate the value of two unknowns, that is speed of stream and speed of boat. Okay, students, while you're solving the questions related to upstream and downstream, first take speed of boat. Always first consider the speed of boat. Okay, so I'll consider let x kilometer per hour be the speed of boat. Always consider first boat speed. Okay, be the speed of boat in still water. Okay, speed of boat in still water. Okay, in still water. Okay, so this is the first case. Okay, next another one, what you have to find? Speed of stream you have to find. Okay, so I'll consider let y kilometer per hour be the speed of stream I'll consider. Okay, y kilometer per hour be the speed of stream. Okay, yes. See students, actually here we will be having two cases. Okay, so first I'll consider case 1. Okay, so first I'll consider case 1. Okay, so in case 1, actually in case 1, I'll see downstream and upstream separately. Okay, yes. So I'll make two columns, case 1. Okay, so first one downstream, next upstream. Okay, yes. So case 1, we'll see the case 1. So here to here this is case 1. Okay, so here to here case 1 will come. Okay, upstream and 30 kilometer for upstream. So before that we will see the speed value. Okay, so speed, okay, speed value for downstream, the speed value will be equal to, downstream means what? Boat as well as the stream, both are moving towards the same direction. So therefore the speed will become x plus y kilometer per hour. Okay, again for the downstream, what about the distance given? Distance is equal to 44 kilometer, isn't it? So therefore under downstream the value of distance is equal to 44 kilometer, and actually here they have given the total time. Okay, this 10 hour is nothing but a total time. Okay, total time for upstream and downstream. Okay, so therefore for the downstream I'll consider time is equal to T1 hours. I'll consider. Understood now? For downstream time is equal to T1 hours I'll consider. Okay, next again for the upstream, we'll see the upstream. Okay, for upstream I'll consider speed is equal to, okay, so for what will happen for the upstream? Upstream means the opposite direction, isn't it? So therefore here the speed will get reduced. So therefore the speed value will become x minus y kilometer per hour, x minus y kilometer per hour. Okay, so again what is the distance for upstream? For upstream the distance value will be equal to 30 kilometer. Okay, so 30 kilometer. Next, time. Okay, so again for upstream I'll consider time is equal to T2 I'll consider. Okay, yes. Okay, so now again for the downstream column I'll write down. Okay, under downstream column I'll write down. Okay, so we know that speed is equal to what? Distance by time, isn't it? Okay, so speed value under downstream column, speed value is equal to x plus y. So x plus y equal to distance value for downstream. Distance value for downstream is equal to 44 by time. What is the time here? Time is equal to T1, isn't it? So therefore I'll write down here T1. Okay, so now shift this T1 here, x plus y here. What will happen? If you shift this T1 here, so then you will get T1 is equal to 44 by x plus y. 44 by x plus y. Okay, yes. So T1 value you will get T1 is equal to 44 by x plus y. Okay, yes. So by the same way we'll see for upstream. Okay, for the upstream also same relation I'll consider. We know that speed is equal to distance by time. Okay, so what is the speed value under upstream column? Speed is equal to x minus y. So therefore x minus y is equal to distance value how much? 30 kilometers. So time is equal to T2. Okay, so now shift this T2 here, x minus y here. Okay, so then you will get while this T2 comes here, so you will get T2 is equal to, okay, 30 by x minus y. Okay, yes. See students, actually here what you have to find here, actually in the question given total time given, isn't it? Okay, total time. Okay, total time in the case 1 is equal to how much given? 10 hours given. Okay, total time given 10 hours. Okay, total time means time for downstream and upstream, that is equal to 10 hours given. Okay, but this total time is nothing but T1 plus T2. Okay, so here T1 is nothing but time for downstream, T2 is nothing but time for upstream. So therefore total time is nothing but T1 plus T2. Okay, so T1 plus T2 is equal to 10. Okay, so under T1 is equal to how much here? 44 by x plus y plus T2 equal to how much? 30 by x minus y equal to 10. Okay, equal to 10. Okay, so this is your equation number 1. Okay, this is your equation number 1. Okay, so if I use case 1, I'll get equation 1. Okay, by the same way I'll consider case number 2. Okay, so from where your case number 2 will start? In 13 hours it can go 40 kilometer upstream. So this is your case number 2. Okay, same process we have to follow for case number 2. Okay, and now we'll see the second case. Okay, so from here after the second case will start. Okay, so this is your case 2. Okay, so in case 2 also I'll consider downstream and upstream separately. Okay, so this is your downstream and this is upstream. Okay, so again for the downstream I'll write down the value of speed. Okay, so what is the value of speed for downstream? That is equal to x plus y kilometer per hour. Okay, the speed for the downstream x plus y kilometer per hour. What is the speed for upstream? For upstream the speed value will be equal to x minus y kilometer per hour. X minus y kilometer per hour. Okay. Next, what is the value of distance for downstream? For downstream, the distance value will be equal to 55 kilometer. Okay. So this is equal to 55 kilometer, and time for downstream I'll consider time as T3 hours. Okay, T3 hours I'll consider. Okay, because in the case 1 I have considered T1 and T2, so here I'll consider T3 and T4. Okay, next, distance for upstream. Okay, so for upstream, what is the distance value? Distance is equal to 40 kilometer. So distance is equal to 40 kilometer. Next, time. Okay, so the time for upstream I'll consider T4 hours. I'll consider T4 hours. Okay, yes. So now we'll write the relation between speed, distance and time. Okay. So we know that speed is equal to what? Distance by time, isn't it? Okay. So now speed value. What is the value of speed here for downstream? Speed is equal to x plus y. So therefore x plus y is equal to distance value. Distance value is equal to 55 by time is equal to T3. Time is equal to T3, isn't it? Okay. So now we'll shift this T3 here, x plus y here. Okay. So then you will get T3 is equal to 55 by x plus y. Okay. So this is your equation number 3. Okay. Yes. By the same way, we'll take for upstream. For the upstream, speed value. Okay, so speed is equal to distance by time. Okay, speed is equal to distance by time. Speed value, what is the value of speed here? Speed is equal to x minus y is equal to distance is equal to how much? 40 by time is equal to how much? T4. Time is equal to T4. Okay, so now shift this T4 here and x minus y to the down. Okay, so then you will get T4 is equal to how much? 40 by this x minus y will come to the denominator. Okay, so I'll not consider it as T3. Later I'll consider equation 3 and equation 4. Okay, so now in the case number 2, total time given. What is the total time here? Total time is equal to 13 hours given, isn't it? So therefore I'll write down here total time is equal to 13 hours. Okay, but this total time is nothing but T3 plus T4. Okay, total time is nothing but T3 plus T4. Okay, so therefore T3 plus T4 is equal to 13. Okay, T3 value. What is the value of T3 here? T3 is equal to 55 by x plus y. T4 is equal to how much? 40 by x minus y is equal to 13. Okay, so I'll consider it as equation number 2. Okay, this is your equation number 2. See students, here total time in the case number 2, total time is equal to how much? 13 hours. Okay, but that total time is nothing but a time taken for downstream as well as upstream. Okay, so for downstream it is T3 as well as for upstream it is T4. So in the place of T3 substitute 55 by x plus y, plus in the place of T4 substitute that value 40 by x minus y is equal to 13. So this is your equation number 2. So now we have two equations. First equation is 44 by x plus y and the second equation is 30 by x minus y is equal to 10, and another one, this is your equation number 2. Okay, 55 by x plus y plus 40 by x minus y is equal to 13. Okay, yes. See now, By looking at this problem, can you remember equation reducible to a pair of linear equation in two variables? We have studied in our pair of linear equation in two variable chapter, isn't it? Okay, see here, 44. Shall I write this 44 as 44 into 1? Next, 30. Shall I write this 30 as 30 into 1? Yes? Okay. So now again 55 is nothing but 55 into 1. Okay. 40 is nothing but 40 into 1. Okay. So now can you observe here 1 by x plus y and 1 by x plus y is a common? Yes? Okay. So I'll take let 1 by x plus y is equal to a. Okay, I'll consider 1 by x plus y is equal to a. Okay, by the same way 1 by x minus y and 1 by x minus y is common. So therefore I'll consider 1 by x minus y is equal to b. Okay, yes. So first we have to consider these two things. Okay, yes. So now what it will become your equation 1 and equation 2. See here 44 into 1 by x plus y, but 1 by x plus y is nothing but a. So therefore it will become 44a. Okay, plus 30 into 1 by x minus y. 1 by x minus y is equal to b, so that it will become 30b. Okay, equal to 10. Equal to 10. Okay, yes. By the same way 55, write it as it is 1 by x plus y. 1 by x plus y is nothing but a, so therefore this is equal to 55a. Okay, plus 40 into 1 by x minus y. 1 by x minus y is nothing but b, so this is equal to 13. Okay, yes. See here 44, 30, 10. Shall I simplify this? Yes? Okay. So therefore I'll divide this equation by 2. Okay? Yes. So 44 by 2, 30 by 2, 10 by 2. Divided by 2. Okay. We'll see 2 ones are 2 22s are. So therefore I'll get 22a. Again 2 ones are 2 15s are. So therefore 15b equal to 2 ones are 2 5s are equal to 5. Okay. So consider it as equation number 3. Okay. Yes. By the same way, this is we cannot simplify it. So therefore write it as it is 55a plus 40b equal to 13. Okay. So this is your equation number 4. Okay. Yes. See students, we can take elimination method. Okay, because the elimination method you have studied, isn't it? Okay. So by the same way, elimination method means it will take lot of multiplication, because 22 we have to multiply it with 55 and 55 we have to multiply it with 22, isn't it? Okay, we can do that. Okay, elimination method also we can do, or else if you find cross multiplication easy, you can follow that method also. Okay, but elimination method you can use. Okay. So here the first term, okay, so what is the first term here? 22a, but here the first term is 55a. Okay, so therefore multiply this equation 3 by 55 and multiply equation 4 by this number 22. Okay, yes. So we'll see now 55 into 22. Okay, so 55 into 22 equal to how much? Okay, so 5 2s are 10, 1 carrying, 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 1 11, again 5 2s are 10, 1 carrying, 5 2s are 10, so 0 1 2 1. Okay, yes. So therefore how much you will get? 1210 you will get, isn't it? Okay, so 1210a plus again 15 into 55. Okay, so 55 into 15, 5 5s are 25, 2 carrying, 5 5s are 25, 25 plus 2 how much? 27, 1 5s are 5, 1 5s are 5. So 5, 7 plus 5 equal to how much? 12. So you will get 1, 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 1, 8. So therefore you will get 825. Okay. So 825B equal to 5 into 55. 5 5s are 25. 2 carrying, 5 5s are 25, 25 plus 2 how much? 27. Okay, so this is your equation number 5. Okay, by the same way we'll multiply this 55A into 22, same number how much? 1210A you will get, plus 40 into 22. Okay, so here you have 0, you can write as it is 4 2s are 8, 4 2s are 8. So therefore you will get 880 you will get. Okay, equal to 13 into 22. Okay, so 22 into 13 equal to how much? 3 2s are 6, 3 2s are 6, 1 2s are 2, 1 2s are 2. So 6 plus 2 8. So therefore you will get 286. Okay, so therefore you will get 286. So this is equation number 6. Now students, can you observe here the first terms are equal here in both the equation? Yes. So therefore either you can do equation 6 minus 5 or 5 minus 6. Okay. So I'll do here equation 6 minus 5. Okay. Equation 6 minus equation 5. First write equation 6. 1210A plus 880B equal to 286. Okay, 880B equal to 286. Next this one 1210A plus 825B equal to 275. 275. Okay, yes. So now we'll change the sign. Okay. So plus 1210A minus 1210A will get cancelled. Okay. So 880 minus 825 equal to how much? 10 minus 5, 5. So 7 minus 5 how much? 5. So therefore you will get 55B. Okay. Equal to okay. So 286 minus 275. 6 minus 5, 1. 8 minus 7 equal to how much? 1. 2 minus 2, 0. So therefore you will get 55B equal to 11. Okay. So therefore what is the value of B here? Okay. So now we are going to calculate the value of B. Okay. B value. So therefore B is equal to 11 by 55. Okay, B is equal to 11 by 55. Shall I simplify? 11 ones are 11, 11 5s are 55. So therefore the value of B is equal to 1 by 5. The value of B is equal to 1 by 5. Okay, so now it remains to find the value of A, right? Okay, so therefore you can refer equation 3 or equation 4 or equation 5 or equation 6. So try to take the simplest equation. I'll take equation 3. Okay. So equation 3 implies, what is there in equation 3? 22A plus 15B equal to 5. Okay. So now 22A as it is, 15 into, in the place of B substitute this value, 1 by 5 equal to 5. Okay. So now 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 15. Okay. So therefore you will get 22A is plus 3 is equal to 5. Now shift this 3 to the right hand side. Okay. So then you will get 22A is equal to 5 minus 3. Okay. So therefore 22A is equal to 5 minus 3 is equal to how much? 2. So therefore A is equal to 2 by 22. 2 ones are 2, 2 11s are 22. So therefore, what is the value of A here? A is equal to 1 by 11. A is equal to 1 by 11. B is equal to 1 by 5. Okay. Is it finished here? No. What we have to find? Our intention is to calculate the value of x and y, speed of boat as well as speed of a stream, isn't it? Okay. See, I'll consider now this one. We know that 1 by x plus y is equal to 1 by x plus y is equal to a, isn't it? Okay. So now 1 by x plus y is equal to a, but a value how much here? 1 by 11. So take the cross multiplication. X plus y into 1 is nothing but x plus y, equal to 1 into 11 is nothing but 11. So again we will get a pair of linear equation into variables. See here. So again we have to take here elimination method. Okay, so here I'll consider it as equation number 7. Okay, so by the same way I'll consider this one. 1 by x minus y is equal to b. So 1 by x minus y is equal to b. So therefore 1 by x minus y, but what is the value of b here? B is equal to 1 by 5. Okay, so now take the cross multiplication. Okay, so now what it will become? X minus y into 1 is nothing but x minus y is equal to 1 into 5 is nothing but 5. So consider it as equation number 8. Okay, so this is your equation number 7 and this is your equation number 8. Okay, so again, can I take elimination method? Yes. See, you can observe here the first terms are same, isn't it? So therefore directly I can do 7 minus 8 or 8 minus 7. Okay. So here I'll take equation 7 minus equation 8. Okay. So first I'll write equation 7, x plus y is equal to 11, and equation 8, x minus y is equal to 5. Okay. So change the sign. Plus x and minus x will get cancelled. Okay. So then plus y equal to 2y. 11 minus 5 equal to how much? 6. So therefore y value how much? 6 by 2. 2 ones are, 2 threes are. So therefore the value of y equal to 3. The value of y is equal to 3. Now it remains to find the value of x. Okay. So how to find x value? So here which equation you will take? Either you can take 7 or 8. Okay, see students, you cannot consider those equations. You have to consider 7 or 8. Okay. So here I'll consider equation 8. I'll consider equation 8 implies, okay, because we are solving equation 7 and equation 8, isn't it? So therefore among these two we have to consider any one equation. Understood? No? Equation 7 or equation 8. Okay. So equation 8 implies x minus y is equal to 5. X minus y is nothing but 3 is equal to 5. So therefore x is equal to 5 plus 3 equal to 8. Okay. So therefore what is the value of x here? X value will be equal to 8 and y is equal to 3. Okay. So we'll come to our final conclusion. Okay. So actually what we have to find here, x means what? X is nothing but the speed of a boat, isn't it? Okay. So I'll write down now conclusion. Therefore, the speed of the boat in still water is nothing but x, but what is the value of x? X is equal to 8, so this is equal to 8 kilometer per hour. Okay, by the same way, the speed of current, the speed of current is nothing but y, but what is the value of y? 3, so this is equal to 3 kilometer per hour. Okay, so this is the solution. So I'll consider next one more problem, same kind of another problem. Okay, so this is actually extra problem, this question not there in our exercise, but we'll solve for practice. Okay, so third problem, Vedant can row downstream Vedant can row downstream 24 kilometer in 2 hours and upstream 8 kilometer in 2 hours. Find his speed of rowing. Find his speed of rowing in still water and speed of the water current. Okay, so this is the question. Okay, same kind of questions we have discussed once. Okay, see here, Vedant can row downstream 24 kilometer in 2 hours. Okay, so what is the distance for downstream given here? That is 24 kilometer given. Also timings is nothing but 2 hours given. Okay, so that 2 hours is the time for downstream. Okay, next upstream 8 kilometer. Okay, so the distance for upstream is 8 kilometer given in 2 hours. Okay, find his speed of rowing in still water means speed of the boat you have to find. Okay, speed of his rowing in still water means speed of the boat in still water. Also speed of the water current means speed of the stream you have to find. Okay, yes. So solution. So first always I'll consider the speed of rowing in still water means speed of a boat I'll consider. So let x kilometer per hour, okay, let x kilometer per hour be the speed of boat in still water, I'll consider. Okay, also let y kilometer per hour be the speed of water current. Okay, so this is speed of water current y kilometer per hour. Okay, so here I'll consider two cases. First one is for downstream and another one is for upstream. Okay, so this is downstream, okay, and another one is for upstream. Okay, so by the same way, downstream, for the downstream, what is the value of speed? for the downstream, the speed value will be equal to x plus y kilometer per hour. Okay, because downstream means the speed of the boat and speed of the stream will get added, and it will be having x plus y kilometer per hour. Okay, next for the distance, for the downstream, what is the distance here? For downstream your distance is 24 kilometer, and also time given here. Okay, time is equal to 2 hours. Okay, yes. So by the same way we will write for upstream. For the upstream distance is equal to how much? 8 kilometer. So before that we'll write the value of speed. What is the speed for upstream? That is equal to x minus y kilometer per hour. Okay, speed value will be equal to x minus y kilometer per hour. Okay, what is the distance for upstream? That is equal to 8 kilometer, and time is equal to how much? 2 hours. Time is equal to 2 hours. Okay, now we'll write the relation for speed, distance and time. Speed is equal to distance by time. Speed value, what is the value of speed here? That is equal to x plus y. Distance is equal to 24. Time is equal to 2. So now 2 ones are 2, 2 12s are 24. So therefore I'll get x plus y is equal to 12. So I'll write it equation number 1. Okay, by the same way here we know that speed is equal to distance by time. Speed value how much here? X minus y equal to distance value how much? 8. Time is equal to how much? 2. So 2 ones are 2, 2 4s are 8. So therefore I'll get x minus y is equal to 4. So this is your equation number 2. Okay, see here, equation 1 and equation 2 is a pair of linear equation in 2 variable, isn't it? So again I'll take elimination method. So while I'm taking the elimination method, the first term must be same here. Okay, so therefore I can do equation 2 minus equation 1. Okay, so first write equation 2, x minus y is equal to 4. Equation 1, x plus y is equal to 12. Change the sign, plus x and minus x will get cancelled. Minus y is nothing but minus 2y. 4 minus 12 is equal to how much? Minus 8. Okay, so now both the side minus and minus, so therefore it will become plus. So therefore we have 2y is equal to 8. So y is equal to 8 by 2. Okay, so 2 ones are 2, 2 4s are 8. So therefore the value of y is equal to 4. Okay, by the same way we'll calculate the value of x. Okay, so I'll refer equation 1, or you can refer equation 2 also. I'll refer equation 2 because this is the simplest equation. X minus y is equal to 4. X minus, in the place of y substitute 4. Now shift this minus 4 to the right hand side. So therefore you will get 4 plus 4 is equal to how much? 8. So therefore the value of x is equal to 8. The value of y is equal to 4. Okay, so therefore x and y means what here? Speed of boat as well as speed of a stream. Okay, so here I'll write down the conclusion. Okay, so therefore the speed of boat in still water, the speed of boat in still water is equal to x. Okay, x value how much? 8. So this is 8 kilometer per hour. Okay, 8 kilometer per hour, as well as the speed of water current. Okay, the speed of water current or stream, both are same. The speed of water current is equal to y Okay, but what is the value of y? Y is equal to 4 kilometer per hour. Okay, this is the solution. Okay, x means speed of boat, y means speed of water current. Okay, so important question, 3 marks or 4 marks. Okay.